Welcome back to episode 4 of All Eyes on the Ball with your host, Dylan Cotton, and my co host, Connor Cotton. So, if you're just now joining us, welcome to, once again, the 4th episode of All Eyes on the Ball, being streamed on Wjzz Cool Tv, the coolest station in the world, and exclusively being streamed on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and also don't forget to like, follow, share, and comment, and also subscribe if you want to help us grow a little bit more. And if you're interested in sponsoring our show, feel free to email sponsor to wjzzcooltvofficial@gmail.com. Alright, so let me scoot up. Without further ado, as all the NBA fans know, the first round is very much so over. Besides the Clippers and Mavericks series, they have a Game 7 that plays tomorrow at 3:30 on ABC if you want to catch it then. Basically, Lakers are in the hot seat right now.
No, they're not. No,
the
Lakers.
I know. I'm saying their future is at stake here. The Lakers' future is on fire right now because LeBron. I mean, basically, the defending champs lost in the first round to an up-and-coming Phoenix Suns, and Devin Booker became one of the youngest franchise owners in NBA history besides Trae Young.
Okay. That took me a while. That took me a while.
Yeah, and basically, what's next for LA after this first round disappointment?
Blow the whole team up.
Full of
Blow the
injuries.
team up. Blow the team up. Dylan.
They need to trade everybody.
Yeah, yes. Send everybody packing to the Pistons, maybe. All right,
No,
but
they need to send everybody packing to the Timberwolves.
No.
I think the Timberwolves have a better core, but the Timberwolves bench will help the Lakers better than the Lakers bench did. Did you not look at the stats?
Okay.
Did you not look at the stats?
okay, I did. I know they lost by 30.
Yeah,
in
I'm
one
saying,
of the
did
games.
you not look? And three out of the 5 starters had 0 points that game. Dennis Schroeder, Ben McLemore, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope did not score that entire game.
Now, if we're looking at who's to blame for the Lakers' loss, I have to say
AD. It's AD.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Dude, it's the role players and other starters besides LeBron and Anthony Davis.
No, it's not the role players, because if it was AD didn't play in game 6.
Well,
AD didn't
no, he rushed the injury in Game 6. That's why he only lasted 5 minutes in the game.
Exactly. I'm saying they shouldn't have even wasted time trying to clear him to get him out there.
They still would have lost by 40 anyways. Not 40.
If AD was fully healthy this entire series, the
Lakers would have pushed it to 7, but the Suns would have still won.
Thank you. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Now in my opinion, who's to blame for the Lakers' loss? It's basically their role players and other starters besides LeBron and Anthony Davis. In particularly, Kyle Kuzma, the biggest scrub to ever exist on the human face of God's green earth planet. Kuzma is the worst player on the Lakers, the absolute worst player in the NBA. He's worse than Nicholas Batum. He's worse than what's his name? The dude that don't know taco ball, Jake Layman. Dude is a straight scrub, Dylan. So I took the liberty of going to the research department and went to look for his stats. So I have them here. Well, hold on a second. Yep, I have them here. Kyle Kuzma stats: 6.3 points, 1.2 assists, 3.2 rebounds, 29% from field goal range, and 17% from 3. And now also, I looked to see how many shots he made this entire series. That came out to a grand total of 14. No. Good players don't make only 14 shots in the series. Basically, he played like Kwame Brown this entire series. Dude is a straight scrub. I wouldn't be surprised if he's playing in China with the Shanghai Sharks next season.
Kwame Brown.
No, I don't care. I don't care. He's worse than Kwame Brown now. I would not be surprised if he's playing with the Shanghai Sharks next season. Because dude's a scrub. Hold on. Dude's a scrub. I don't know why the Brooklyn Nets drafted him with that 27. No, it's a good idea.
It was LA that drafted him.
No, Brooklyn did because they made that trade with D'Angelo Russell 4 years ago. I don't know why the Lakers made that trade.
Oh, yeah, they did.
No, I don't know why Brooklyn even drafted him. He should have gone to like the Magic or the Timberwolves. Like any other team besides the Lakers. He is not good for Lakers. The GM's gonna trade him next season. Yeah, I said it. The GM's gonna trade him. Trade him to the Detroit Pistons for like 2 second-round picks, please. Dude is a straight scrub. No good player shoots 17% from 3. Hell, I can shoot better than him from 3. I can shoot better than him from 3, Dylan. No. I don't know why he even started. No.
I'm just saying bring it down. I'm just saying bring the volume down.
Okay,
keep
okay.
talking. Just bring the volume
I don't
down.
know why the dude... I don't know why the dude even started. Like, bro, put J.R. Dudley in the game or something like that. I don't know. J.R. Smith must have gave Kyle Kuzma too much Hennessy and made him shoot 17% from 3. That's how bad he was this series. He was terrible. Dude's more of an IG model than the NBA player.
I swear.
Like, dude, you are the main source of the Lakers' problems. Like, you and Andre Drummond are basically the main source of the Lakers' problems right now.
No, actually, Andre Drummond, the minutes that he played...
No.
The minutes that Andre Drummond actually played this series were decent. Marc Gasol. It's really Marc Gasol. Even though Marc Gasol is known for spacing the floor and giving the guards more of an open floor to play in, he didn't do anything this entire series.
I know, but it comes down to one role player. Kyle Kuzma. No, he's not even a role player. Dude's about to be a journeyman in 5 years. I would not expect him to play with the Shanghai Sharks, play with the Detroit Pistons, and Minnesota Timberwolves in like the next 15 years.
He's not going to Detroit.
No, I'm sorry. Dude, I would not be surprised if dude is on has been on 9 teams when I'm like 29 years old. No, shut up. I would not be surprised if dude is on 9 teams in 10 years. Yeah.
9 teams in 10 years.
Oh, never mind. But still, I don't care. Dude is terrible. Dude, I can think of 10,000 different NBA players that are better than Kyle Kuzma.
I think we can all think of NBA players that are better than Kyle Kuzma.
Exactly. Dude is a scrub.
We know that. Well, that's very much clear. Very much so clear.
A 50-year-old Michael Jordan can carry the Lakers to a championship. Yes, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Okay, not carry them to a championship, at least to the point where they actually make the Western Conference Finals or something like that.
A 50-year-old Michael Jordan?
Yes. I said it.
Did you get enough sleep today?
Yes, I did get enough sleep.
At 36, Michael Jordan missed the playoffs.
That's because he was on the Wizards.
I'm saying, Bron and Michael Jordan at the same age. Bron got kicked out the first round. 14-1 record, by the way. Fun fact, y'all. This year's finals will be the first finals without LeBron James in it or Steph Curry since 2010. Oh my God. And then basically, yeah, Bron and Jordan at 36 were 2 different people. Bron got kicked out the first round. MJ didn't even make the playoffs.
Because he was on the Wizards.
He was dealing with Kwame
the Wizards
Brown.
were scrubs in the early 2000s.
We all know. I think every basketball fan knows that the Wizards were bums. If y'all want to hop in on this conversation, feel free to call 313-355-6018 to hop in on this discussion with us.
Now, hold on. The actual main source of the Lakers' problems, besides the terrible play from the role players, is the fact when AD was out, they had terrible shooting, terrible defense. No,
they played like a
They shot 30%. They shot under 35% in I think games 4 and 5.
And they played like a bunch of girls. They played soft. They weren't getting back on defense, especially LeBron in the final minutes of Game 6. He missed a shot and just
that was Kyle Kuzma who missed the shot, and LeBron basically said nope.
Right.
I'm done.
And the difference between MJ and Michael Jordan MJ and LeBron.
LeBron Dylan. MJ and LeBron.
MJ and LeBron. The difference between MJ and LeBron at 36 is, in the playoffs period, is MJ actually shook hands with everybody MJ actually shook hands with the team that beat him in that series. LeBron just walked off in the final minutes of the game. Well, not necessarily the final minutes, but after the game was over, he didn't shake anybody's hand.
Exactly. Now, I think another cause that the Lakers decided to... Well, I think another cause of the Lakers' problems and why they got knocked out the first round is when AD was out. Already said it. Another source of problem for the Lakers this series was LeBron was not himself. He was getting double teamed he dropped 50 on them in like game 1. Like there's a reason why Lakers lost this series. LeBron couldn't take care of the ball. He's averaging 4.5 turnovers this series. And plus, every other player was not showing up for him. They were not taking the pressure off of LeBron.
Exactly.
LeBron can't finish. For God knows he cannot shoot. He couldn't shoot this series, and for God knows how long. He was getting bodied by Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Ayton. No, well, not Mikal Bridges, but basically LeBron just looked like I don't know. I can't think of a player, but LeBron was just, in my opinion, he was not good this series at all. In my opinion. And now, hold on, I want to switch up the topic base here and go out of the first round. And who do you have winning the Bucks in Nets series?
If y'all want to join this conversation, like I said, call 313-355-6018 to hop in on this conversation with us, because we finna talk about the Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks series, which I believe is today. It's today at 3.
No, 7 o'clock.
Oh, well, yeah, game 1 between Brooklyn and Milwaukee is today at 7 o'clock. So let us know who y'all think is going to win that game.
I'm going to need your take on this, all
right? Who I have winning this series? Okay. It's definitely good. This series is definitely going to go to 7 games.
Don't make any dumb decisions.
But, this series is definitely going to go to 7 games. On one hand, half of my gut is telling me to say that the Nets are going to win the series just for the simple fact that they have 3 of the best scorers in the league right now. And the other half of my gut is telling me to go with the Bucks in 7 in this series, just because the Bucks are the best. I don't know if I want to say this. The Bucks are definitely one of the best teams in the East for sure. Bucks are definitely one of the best teams in the East. Giannis is definitely going to give KD some work. I don't expect KD to score high in this series because Giannis is going to guard him the whole time. They're literally both the same height, but I think Giannis has a longer wingspan than he does. And for James Harden, who I have guarding him, Chris Middleton is going to guard him. Chris Middleton is a good defensive two-way player. Yeah, he can lock up. Who I have guarding Kyrie? Jrue Holiday, one of the best defensive point guards in the league. You're hearing this here first. Bucks in 7.
Yep. All right, in my opinion, Bucks in 7.
Bucks in 7.
It's going to be a great series, but in my opinion, the deciding factor is going to be the Bucks defense, because you saw in that Miami Heat series, they basically made Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. They basically turned them into Johnny Flynn and Greg Oden.
Exactly.
Basically, the Bucks basically own the Heat. The Bucks they adopted the Heat.
The Bucks.
Hold on.
The Bucks own the Heat with no mortgage.
Exactly. The Bucks own the Heat, and I think the Bucks defense is going to be the deciding factor in why they win this series. Because you saw in the first round, Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo played terrible. They played terrible this series. Jimmy Butler, in particular, averaged 13.5 points and I think on 25% shooting.
Which is 10 points less than what he usually averages during the regular season, which is maybe a good 24, 25.
And basically, the Bucks have a bunch of solid defenders. Giannis, Jrue Holiday, Chris Middleton, and
Brook Lopez is a good defending big man.
Yeah, I'll probably say Brook Lopez as well. And also the fact that the Bucks are, in my opinion, the best 3-point shooting team in the remaining teams in the playoffs right now. And in my opinion, the Bucks should win because the Nets don't deserve nice things.
And they don't play defense.
Exactly. Where were these Nets fans 4 years ago?
Right.
Honestly.
Where were these Nets fans?
You guys have 1 year.
When they had KG, Paul Pierce, and who else?
No, Jason got dunked on by LeBron James Terry. Basically, where were these Nets fans 4 years ago? You guys have 1 year, and you think
Nets fans
you're the hottest side of Manhattan or Brooklyn, of course. They think they're the hottest. They're the hottest
team in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
in New York.
Bro, the Knicks still own New York, bro. I don't care that they lost in the first round. They still own New York because they've basically babied you for about a latter part of the past 30 years. as long as I've been alive, the Nets have turned into the 2016 Sixers. They've sucked. They're terrible. They're garbage. Well, not this year.
No.
Oh, not this year. Not this year in particular, but still. The Nets have never been good in my life. And they have one good year, and they think they're the hottest team in New York. Like, bro, just remember, if you guys lose the next show, I will just slander the Nets the entire show.
If Brooklyn loses to Milwaukee,
I'm slandering the Nets the entire show.
We're both going to clown every single Brooklyn fan that there is because y'all thought y'all was going to win the championship. Y'all had 4 All-Stars.
Okay.
Wait, 4 or 3 All-Stars. And y'all lose in the second round to Milwaukee.
Okay. We're getting off topic here. All right, the Bucks, in my opinion, their X factor, in my opinion, is gonna be Brian Forbes because you saw him like the final games of the first round. He averaged like 15 these playoffs, and I feel like with Dante DiVincenzo out, Brian Forbes is gonna step in. He's gonna provide that 3-point shooting that the Bucks need to just like have a bit of an advantage because they were great. They were a great 3-point shooting team in the first round. Yeah. Most definitely. Because I remember, I think when they won by 34, I think they hit like, I don't know, 10
They were shooting like 65% from 3, I think. That game.
Yes, probably. In my opinion, their defense and their 3-point shooting is what the Bucks need to win. And also, Giannis, when he gets double teamed, all the wing players, starters and bench players, they're gonna need to step in and take pressure off of Giannis. Something the Lakers couldn't do with LeBron. Yeah, Lakers fans.
Oh, and I'm a little late on this, but if you're just now joining us, welcome to episode 4 of All Eyes on the Ball with your host Dylan Cotton, You're currently watching this on Wjzz Cool Tv, aka the coolest station in the world, which is currently being streamed on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And if you like what you see or like what you hear, or if you want to hop in the conversation with us, be sure to call 313-355-6018. And if you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, follow, and share. And be sure to subscribe too. And if you're interested in helping us grow and helping our channel, or not our channel, but our channel and our show to get out there and get more exposure, feel free to text, advertise, or sponsor to Wjzz Cool TV Official at gmail.com.
All right, now did I speak enough on the Bucks?
Yeah.
All right, now to the Nets. There's really not much for the Nets to do besides just don't choke, because you have 3
and don't have a bad game. Because if one of you have a bad game, you're losing. If one of those All-Stars have a bad game, they're flat.
They basically have the three of, in my opinion, the top 20 scorers of all time on one team.
Right.
And I feel like that their offense is most definitely just going to help them a lot in this series. But it's their defense that I'm worried about, because they have no solid defenders. James Harden basically is like, how do I say this? Like the Cowboys defense this year. Y'all suck. And basically James Harden, I think if he doesn't improve his defense, that the Nets are gonna have a hard time, because Durant and Irving are solid defenders, and I feel like they have one of the deepest bench cores in the league. And I feel like if they utilize their bench to their strength and actually play their bench, not just Joe Harris and Bruce Brown off.
All right, or Nicholas Claxton.
No, Joe Harris is starting, I think. But Joe Harris, I think he needs to be the 6th man. He needs to be the first one off the bench. If he's not the first one off the bench, be the starter probably, because Joe Harris is the best 3-point shooter in the league. No doubt about it.
Behind Steph Curry and Damian Lillard. Yes.
All right. But still, I feel like I feel like the same thing for the Bucks. 3-point shooting is gonna help the Nets a lot. Of course, their offense is gonna help a lot as well. But one of those All-Stars have a bad night, they're gonna need some role players and bench players to step up and carry the load if any of the All-Stars is having a terrible night. I think Joe Harris, Nicholas Claxton, and DeAndre Jordan are going to be just the players for that job.
And even if they do have a bad night, they're still going to need solid paint presence, because if your center's a bum, if your center's a scrub, you're losing. If the other team knows that your center is a bum, they're gonna take advantage of him and get him to foul out the game. They're just gonna go. They're gonna drive on him. They're gonna drive on him and attempt to draw fouls on him every time they go down the lane.
All right,
easy points.
But in my opinion, the Bucks defense is gonna be is going to be like the true clutching point of this series. And their defense is good. The 3-point shooters are, in my opinion, the best in the playoffs. And I feel like their spacing is going to be like the deciding factor for the Bucks as well. So in my opinion, Bucks in 5. Bucks in 5.
No, it's gonna be. I think
5 or 6. 5 or 6.
I'd
Bucks
say
in 6.
either 6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7.
I'll
Now,
give the Nets 2 games.
yeah, 2 to 3 games at best for the Nets.
Yeah.
Now, going off topic to the Clippers and Mavericks series, I know the Clippers and Mavericks have a Game 7 tomorrow, but
No,
I'm gonna
yeah,
tomorrow. I'm gonna just get this out the way first. Let me go on my Clippers rant real quick. So if the Clippers lose, they should just like delete their franchise like I do in 2K.
If they lose, they
No, they should delete their franchise. You have everything handed to you on a silver plate with a silver fork with that fancy steak and asparagus. And you can't even get out the second round. Like, hold on, put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. Put the camera on me.
I think it is on you.
Oh, yeah, it's on me. It's on me. But still, if the Clippers lose, they suck. They will never be good. The Clippers should tank, to be honest, if they lose this series. Because you have everything handed to you on a silver platter. Once again, I said it. Asparagus is steak. You got everything handed to you on a silver platter. You've had these great teams, great players. You are where players and coaches go to die, basically. You guys have never been good. No. All you do is waste talent. Your best players, like, they don't want anything to do with you. That's why Lob City basically was a failure. The Clippers are a failure. Like, literally. Their owner needs to just like get rid of the team entirely because
Watch the mic.
Okay. The owner needs to get rid of the team entirely because you cannot sit here and lose in the first round. You have the most talent roster. You have the most talent in the Western Conference. You cannot lose in the second round with the most talent in the Western Conference. You have the best defender in the league, one of the best defenders in the league, Paul George. You have a great supporting cast, and you cannot. And you're gonna let this Slovenian guy literally just like go to your home court and drop 50, 10, and 14 on you. That proves that Luka owns your franchise.
Fun fact.
Luka owns your franchise.
Hey.
No. Luka owns.
Hey.
Shut it. Luka basically owns your franchise with literally no mortgage, no pay, no rent. Basically, Luka Doncic, basically, I'm going to say this again, is basically the father of the Clippers franchise. He's dropped 35, 9, and 8 this series on the Clippers' head. And the Clippers have had no answer. Well, besides the last game.
And he outscores Kawhi and Paul George. He's outscored Kawhi and Paul George every game. Just like last game, I believe it was either game 2 or 3. They both combined for 44. Luka had like 45 that game. He outscored the duo by himself, and I think Kawhi and Paul George shot 24% in that game 2 loss. It was either the game 2 loss or game 3 when they won.
It doesn't matter.
The Clippers are.
If the Clippers
1-9,
lose,
they're gonna lose because they're 1-9 after being down 3
exactly.
series.
It doesn't matter because, bro, if the Clippers lose, I'm just gonna have a great belly laugh with like a can of beer next to me. I know I'm not old enough, just for dramatic effect. Just for dramatic effect. I don't care. The Clippers, hold on, as I used to love watching the Clippers, just let me say a few things. The Clippers are basically just like they suck. Simple as
no, that camera right there. That's camera right there.
Simple as that. The Clippers have had these great teams, great players. They've traded basically. They could be like the Patriots of basketball if they were to reverse all the mistakes in NBA history, like trading Moses Malone. Passing on Kevin Garnett in 1998. 95. I think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was 95. Passing on Dirk Nowitzki, Paul George, and Vince Carter in 98. Because literally, or if they had one of those players, they would have probably won about like 1 or 2 championships right now. Like, well, they're retired now, but they probably won about like 1 or 2 championships. They waste talent. They have terrible coaches. There's a reason why they went 12-70 like 40 years ago. Like, literally, if you ever get into an argument with a Clippers fan, use the fact that they've never made it out the second round in their history, and basically every time I watch the Clippers, I just have like a brain fart. Literally.
You use the fact that they're known for blowing 3-1 leads too.
Yes, they've blown they've blown 3 3-1 leads in the past 4 years, and in my opinion, now if we're gonna go to like the prediction for Game 7, the Mavericks are gonna win. Simple as that. Now I feel like the only problem for the Mavericks is Kristaps Porzingis is playing terrible. He's averaging like 12.6 points per game, but I feel like that's
not bad for a big.
Not bad for a big. Dude averaged like 20 this season.
Rudy Gobert got like $100 million just for averaging 11 a game.
That's because he's like the best defensive player in the league, Dylan. It's simple as that. But Kristaps Porzingis, like you're supposed to be Luka's sidekick, bro. Like honestly, Kristaps has been terrible, but like he's lucky that Tim Hardaway Jr., Jalen Brunson, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Finney-Smith has been averaging at least a good 15 a game. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been
Hardaway
Jr. has been averaging 21 a game in this series.
No, I'm pretty sure Finney-Smith is averaging like 10 a game, but still, you better be lucky that they're stepping up in your absence and stepping up when you play like Kwame Brown. And honestly,
what do you mean Darko?
Yeah, Darko, not Kwame Brown. Yeah. But still, in my opinion, if the Mavericks want to win this series, Kristaps Porzingis is gonna have to have a big night tomorrow, in my opinion. Yeah. Cause honestly, and if the Mavericks also want to win this series, Kristaps is gonna have to body.
We have a caller.
Bring him in.
We have a caller. Bring him in. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, this is Uncle Jay from Detroit. I didn't get the first part of your show today, but I just chimed in and I heard you say that you're absolutely sure that Dallas is going to win Game 7 in this series. I'm not so sure after seeing what Kawhi Leonard did last night. 45 points in 43 minutes.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Yeah.
45 points in 43 minutes. I can't just sit there and go against a guy that can do an individual performance like that and just say that Luka's and Dallas is gonna beat them in a Game 7. I'm not so sure about that. On a Game 7, it's kind of like, whoever really wants it more. Who really wants it more? You got to ask yourself that.
Yeah.
And that's a good question, right? Because you got the Clippers who've never even been to a conference finals, right? And then you got Dallas, and Dallas has got Luka. So I don't know. Who really wants it more? That's kind of my take on that. And if you want to respond to that, I got a second point. And so I'm not hanging up this time.
All right. So basically, you got a point. Kawhi with 45. If LA wants to go to the second round, Kawhi is going to need to have that performance that he did yesterday with Paul George stepping up behind him.
Because Pandemic P?
Yeah, Pandemic P stepping up behind
him.
Pandemic P played he played 46 minutes and had like 22, 24 that game.
Probably.
But he was not shooting well at all. I don't know how he got
Okay, it's not just scoring, right? There's other aspects to the game. It's not just points. It's amazing that Kawhi had that many points, but I'm pretty sure his defense was A1 too.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the game because I had to go to work in the morning, but the highlights show that Kawhi he put his stamp on other parts of the game as well as Paul George. So not just points. I think this game, I can't really even pick a winner for this game. It's just going to be a good game. Any Game 7 is a phenomenal game, so I just can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Now, my second point. The Lakers. The LA Lakers got rid of Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo, JaVale McGee, and Danny Green. And all four of these guys are still in the playoffs.
Okay.
All I'm saying is Rob Pelinka needs to take some accountability and some responsibility for the situation that the Lakers are in right now. Because if Dwight Howard and Rajon Rondo and Danny Green are still on that team, I believe they would have won that series because the Suns are going to get smoked in the second round. And I'll hang up on that point because I'm getting emotional because my team is out, and I will let you guys respond to that.
All right, thank you. Suns are not getting smoked. Who do they play in the second round anyway?
The Nuggets.
Yeah, they're not getting smoked in the second round.
They're not getting smoked.
Respectfully, they're not getting smoked in the second round. I know I know some emotion there because the Lakers. Suns beat the Lakers in 6.
I know there's some pain
because the Suns beat the Lakers in 6, and Devin Booker became the youngest franchise owner in like I said in the first part of the episode, one of the youngest franchise owners in NBA history, mortgage free, and he had 40.
No, he had 47 in Game 6.
He had 47 yesterday. Not yesterday, but the day before yesterday with maybe 8 threes that game and shot
probably
16
like 33 in the first half, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he had 33 in the first half and shot 16 for 25, 16 for 20 something that entire game with 11 on and shot 11 for 13 on free throws. And I mean, basically, Devin Booker is not the only reason why they won that series. DeAndre Ayton dominated Marc Gasol and Andre Drummond and Anthony Davis.
Drummond, and Kyle Kuzma and Kentavious Caldwell.
Well, everybody that played center that game, everybody that played center that series. DeAndre Ayton is definitely one of the rising big men in the league. He would definitely have a promising future.
But I feel like
in Phoenix.
Hold on. Now, when it comes down to the series, Suns are winning in 6, obviously.
DeAndre Ayton and Jokic. That's
exactly.
a good matchup.
Because hold on. First of all, the Nuggets don't have Jamal Murray, and
that's gonna be a big deciding factor. The only reason in my opinion, the Nuggets got lucky winning in the Blazers series.
And I'm pretty sure Will Barton's probably gonna be the starting point guard. He ain't touching Devin Booker. No. Chris Paul.
That European guy.
He ain't touching Chris Paul or I can't say his name.
It's Fernando Campero. Something I completely butchered his name. Oh my god.
Yeah, I butchered his name as well, but
he's not touching him either. He might be like a European version of TJ McConnell, but nah, he's not touching him.
And what I also feel like another reason why the Suns are going to win the series, their bench is going to step up like they did in the Lakers series because Cameron Payne basically balled out that series. He's a starter.
Cam Johnson.
Yeah, Cam Johnson, Cameron Payne,
Cameron Johnson.
Who else?
Frank Kaminsky was solid, I guess, for that series. He was solid, I guess, for that series. Oh, Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder did pretty good. Because Game 6, he hit like 4 threes just coming out the out the game.
Exactly, bro. He owned the game for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. That's his payback for kicking him in the.
That's his payback from kicking them in the
In the you know what.
Yeah.
And basically, the Nuggets and Suns series. I got Phoenix in like 6.
I got Phoenix in 6. Yeah,
I got Phoenix in 6. Jokic is not gonna carry the Nuggets past the Suns.
Because it's him and Aaron Gordon by himself.
And literally, the only reason why they won the Blazers series is because the Blazers are not championship.
Like the Blazers were never championship contenders.
They have not been good since the Damian Lillard and LaMarcus. They haven't been good since the Damian Lillard, LaMarcus Aldridge, and the Nicholas
what we're
Batum
still
era.
in now. Basically, what we're still in now. Well, not really, because Batum.
Aldridge retired.
And Aldridge is retired, and Batum's on the Clippers.
And Dame might leave Portland.
Now, on to the next one. We're gonna switch it to football here. Who has the greatest offense in NFL history? Now, why I say this is because let's just state the facts.
The purple people eaters.
That's defense.
I know. I wanted to say that.
That's defense.
The purple people eaters.
Oh no! Stop saying that, bro. No, stop.
I want to say that.
Basically,
purple
it's June.
People eaters.
Bro, I've told stop.
Okay.
It's basically June, and basically this is probably the deadest part of the NFL offseason.
Yeah, there's not really much to talk about because the Julio talk has died down dramatically after.
Well, actually, I got to update this morning saying he wanted to go to a team with a big arm,
big arm quarterback.
And the team that came to my mind was the Bills, obviously, because Josh Allen has the best arm.
Or Arizona. You remember the DeAndre Hopkins game winner that he hit?
Who? No, that was Kyler Murray.
I know. I'm saying DeAndre Hopkins had it, though. I'm saying Kyler Murray is the one that threw the Hail Mary. So Kyler Murray does have a big arm.
Really?
He threw that pass from like he threw that pass from like maybe the 45 or the 50-yard line that game.
Probably, but I feel like big arm quarterbacks, in my opinion, Josh Allen, Let's see.
Oh,
Russell Wilson.
If you're just now joining us, welcome back to episode 4 of All Eyes on the Ball with your host Dylan Cotton and my co-host. I'm gonna call him Big Red.
Big Red.
Okay, so you're watching episode 4 on Wjzz Cool Tv, the coolest station in the world. Currently being streamed live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. And also make sure to don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in helping us or just sponsoring our show and giving us more exposure, feel free to email wjzzcooltvofficial@gmail.com. Yeah.
All right. Now, back to our who has the greatest offense. In my opinion, it comes down to 5 teams: 99 Rams, 2013 Broncos, 07 Patriots. What's another one? 81 Chargers, and those are the only 4 I can think of. In my opinion, is the 99 Rams. I'm gonna probably talk about this for about 5 minutes, because the 99 Rams, they're actually the first offense, the first actually revolutionary offense, who could score 30 points per game or more. In my opinion, like the first offense that I've seen. I watched a lot of highlights. They're my favorite team of all time, and basically they just have great coaching, great players. Warner, Orlando Pace as their best offensive lineman, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Hope, Marshall Faulk, and in my opinion, well, they were the first revolutionary offense of the 21st century, and not when basically I was just thought of in 1981, because it comes down to 81. That'd be the Chargers, of course, but the Rams, they score points at will. They scored about 31 points, 4 points per game, I'm pretty sure. And defenses basically lie down and die, basically. There's a reason why Kurt Warner won MVP that year. He had 41 touchdowns, I'm pretty sure. He had 14 interceptions, was a Pro Bowler and All-Pro that year. Basically, without Dick Vermeil or Mike Martz, the offense coordinator, who thought of that offense, that the Rams they don't have a Super Bowl. They are not considered one of the greatest offenses of all time, and they probably go maybe 7-9. But if it comes down to game changing factor, I think they set the standard for offenses today and passing offenses today. They usually use more passing offenses today, like the Packers, the Bills, the Chiefs. I would probably consider the Buccaneers as well. And in my opinion, they kind of set the standard on why the running back position is rapidly devaluating, because you don't need running backs to win in the NFL anymore. You just need to have a really good passing attack. That's what I feel.
And offensive line.
Yeah, and offensive line. Cough, cough, Bengals. That's something they don't have.
Yeah.
Packers, in my opinion, are basically the modern version, but with the modern version without the Super Bowl though. And it's talking about the current day 99 Rams basically. And I feel that the 99 Rams will always be the greatest offense of all time. So scratch the 2013 Broncos, scratch the 2007 Patriots, scratch the 81 Chargers. In my opinion, scratch the 1951 Rams as well. I'm sorry. I had to mention that.
51.
Yes.
We weren't even thought of. We were just.
I don't care.
Blackness.
I don't care. They actually were the actual revolutionary offense of that time. I'm talking about of that time.
They didn't even have any pads then.
I don't care that they have any pads. I don't care they have any pads. You have to be a little smarter than that. Be smarter than that. But they have no pads. I get that. I feel they were actually the first good offense. They're the first good offense. Now back to the Rams. I feel the Rams actually, if Tom Brady was never on the Patriots and Bill Belichick basically was still coaching, I don't know, maybe the Jets or something like that.
Who would have won? Who would be our dynasty? That's a good.
The Rams would be the dynasty.
From that, so you're saying
the Rams, in my opinion, would be the dynasty, and here's why. Because they had an offense that nobody wanted to touch. Because they had an offense that no defensive coordinator wanted to touch. Because
I'm talking about the 2000s range from the time Brady got drafted.
Yes, because they made the Super Bowl in 2001. Of course, Tom Brady, a.k.a. the Dynasty Killer, had to end that. But still, Tom Brady is the main source of why the Rams are not a dynasty right now. Because Tom Brady basically owns the Rams. He basically gave Rams fans and former Rams players basically night terrors because how he dogged them, how he single-handedly destroyed that franchise.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the greatest corner of all time, it's not Deion Sanders, it's not Darrell Revis, it's not even Aeneas Williams, it's Rod Woodson. Now, you probably don't know who Rod Woodson is.
Am I tripping or did Night Train Lane play corner too?
Yes, he played corner in the 50s and 60s.
Night Train Lane is the greatest corner of all time.
No.
Playing.
Yeah, you better be playing.
Shut up.
Or I'm gonna see that fist. Yeah. Basically, in my opinion, Rod Woodson, he basically made defenses great, and I'm pretty sure he's like second in all time in interceptions for a DB. Paul Krause being number one with I think 81 interceptions. I feel like Rod Woodson, he made like a great impact on defenses everywhere he went. With the Steelers, they always had a top 15 defense. He was on that legendary 2000s Ravens defense who basically turned everybody to their children and only gave up literally 10 points per game because they had Rod Woodson, somebody McAllister their last name was McAllister.
I think Landon McAllister is his name. I think.
Either him or Christian McAllister. Probably.
If y'all know who we talking about, feel free to look him up.
And Ray Lewis, of course, can't forget about him. And in my opinion, Tony Siragusa as well. You probably don't know who that is.
Probably no.
But and late in his career, he was able to make an impact. Cause he was able to make the Raiders defense in like 02, 01 to 03. Like they had a really good defense with Rod Woodson. And after he retired, the Raiders basically fell off a cliff, and basically they haven't won a playoff game since 2002. And I feel like Rod Woodson, tied for the league in interceptions in 02. And once again, I'm gonna say it again. When they left, the Raiders secondary basically turned into the Cowboys secondary without Chevy Wjzz.
No, they fell over and died.
Yeah, basically.
The operation was a success, but the patient
died. We should have said that at the same time. But still.
We can do it again.
All right. But I feel like Rod Woodson, in my opinion, is the greatest corner of all time. Now, Dylan, I'm going to hand this over to you. Who do you think is the greatest corner of all time?
I don't really know that much about football. I know a good amount about football, but I'm not very vivid. I don't have a vivid, knowledge about I know a lot about football.
Say the right thing.
I am gonna say the right thing.
All right.
But basically, I'm gonna have to agree with him. I'm gonna say Rod Woodson is the greatest corner of all time.
No, hold on. No, yeah, keep going.
But basically, he took all my reasons for why he's the greatest corner of all time.
And when it comes to three greatest, that's Deion Sanders, Darrell Revis, and Rod Woodson. Now, when it comes to the greatest cornerback season of all time, that goes to Darrell Revis in 2009. Because I'm pretty sure he has 5 interceptions and 30 passes defended, and they made the AFC Championship that year.
Which was probably the last time that the Jets were ever good.
Yeah, that is the last time.
Cough, their potential 0-16 season this year.
Okay. No, Dylan. You said that's potential 0-16.
They actually did win a game.
I don't care. You're talking about this year.
I know.
2021.
I'm saying they haven't been good since this year. I'm saying they haven't been good since that year.
No, they made 2 AFC championships in 2009 and 2010 with Mark Buffalo Sanchez as his champion.
I'm saying they haven't been good since then.
I know. You said potential 0-16 team. Dude, the Jets have...
No, I wasn't talking about that team. I was talking about this year.
No, this year. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
You have to be a little bit smarter than that, Dylan.
I am a little bit smarter than that.
No, you just said they're a potential 0-16 team, Dylan. Did you forget
they were one. They actually did win a game this year, dude. You remember that?
That
they
was
beat
last
the Rams.
2020.
I'm talking about... No, I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about last year. When I said potential 0-16 team, I was talking about last year when they beat the Rams and lost the number 1 pick.
I get it. All right.
You gotta be a little bit smarter than that.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm not smoking heroin.
Okay.
Yeah. That was stupid. I'm not...
Whatever.
Yeah. But still. Now, when it comes to... Yeah. Darrell Revis had the greatest cornerback season of all time, in my opinion. And that's game, set, match done. He's the second greatest corner of all time. He's better than Deion Sanders.
Okay.
Now for the next
greatest offensive team in NBA history. My opinion, I have greatest offensive team in NBA history, not counting defense. I don't want to count the 15. I don't want to count the 2018-2019 Warriors because that was just like unfair.
No, that was 2016.
With KD, I'm talking about KD.
I don't care. Steph, Clay, KD, Draymond. That's an unbeatable offense in my opinion. We don't have to talk about this much.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about. We're not bringing them into the conversation. I'm talking. Okay, in my opinion on the greatest offenses of all time
in NBA history.
Yeah, NBA history. NBA history.
Yes.
You got the 97. You got the 96, 97 Bulls. They went 72-10 that year.
That's 95 and 96.
You know what I meant.
Yes.
95 and 96. You know what I meant. The year that they won the championship. The year that they went 6-0 in the finals. You got them. You got the 95-96 Bulls. You got the 2013-2014 Spurs. They were in. I'm saying that year. They were greatest offense. They had the greatest, even though they were very much fundamentally sound that year. The Spurs are known for being fundamentally sound. But I'm saying that year was where their offense had reached its peak, because after that, they did not make another finals run.
Okay.
They
Now my next. Oh, you done?
No, not yet. Another 2011-2012 Miami Heat. That's another one.
All right.
I'm gonna have to say, but the greatest offense of all time would have to be, I'd say, the 2012-2013 Heat.
All right. Okay. Now, next topic. Let's see. What effect does this loss have on LeBron James' legacy? Now, not, in my opinion, actually, you go first.
I'd say with this, sure, LeBron is top 10 in every playoff stat known to man, but he got kicked out the first round. We're not even talking about stats here, but we're just talking about like playoff legacy, straight playoffs. No regular season, no MVPs, no Finals MVP, just straight playoff records and playoff legacy. LeBron, okay, MJ was 1-9 in the playoffs before.
Well, finals. No, not 1-9. No, 1-9. I meant to say 1-9 in the first round. Yeah.
Yeah, he lost in the first round 3 times before Scottie Pippen got drafted there. And after Scottie Pippen got drafted, which was 94. They didn't lose in another first round besides 95. That's Jordan's first round record. LeBron's first round record was 14-1, because I mean, half of his first round wins were with Miami.
In my opinion, it kind of has an effect, but a tiny bit of an effect, because there's a reason why they lost this series. Terrible play from everybody except Anthony Davis, who's basically.
No, you mean Anthony Street Clothes. Terrible play. Everybody played terrible besides Anthony Street Clothes. Anthony Street Clothes had one solid game where he had 34 that game, and then the rest of his series he was injured. Notice he got injured after he kicked Jay Crowder in the you-know-what.
Exactly. Now, in my opinion, this does not have like a big effect on his legacy, but not as much as the 2011 Finals.
Yeah.
It has like a little effect, a tiny bit of an effect, and in my opinion, if he could do stuff to how do I say this, like make this year forgotten, like, and improve his legacy even more, I think what he needs to do is get out of LA, in my opinion, because LA has not done a thing for him besides last year. Because remember, his first year he missed the playoffs. This year he got booted out the first round. Now, legacy effect wise, I'm using this by Jordan fans' logic. He lost.
Oh yeah. Jordan fans love bringing up the fact that he was 6-0 in the finals, and basically, Jordan fans' number one argument in the GOAT discussion is the fact that he went 6-0 in the finals. Like, that means something.
Yeah, in my opinion, even though as a fellow MJ fan myself, I always have to rush to LeBron's defense because there are too many people slandering his name, and I don't like defending. I don't like slandering LeBron. He's the second greatest player of all time, in my opinion. And I feel like legacy-wise, it doesn't affect him as much because it's just one first-round loss.
All right.
It's literally just one first-round loss to an actual good team. Now, say if the Suns were to get swept next round, that would have like a bigger effect on his legacy because he got booted out by a team who got swept next round.
By a second seeded team that got booted in the second round. They got swept in the second round.
Now,
and basically, MJ fans love bringing up the fact that he was 6-0, and they love to say that if Bron really wanted to be solidified in the GOAT conversation, he needed to win that game, knowing that you can't carry a team by yourself in the entire game unless you play literally the entire game with no breaks.
No.
Which knowing that 36-year-old LeBron was not going to be able to do. He's not built like that. I mean, he is built like that, but he's not built like that no more. Like, okay, basically, LeBron. Basically, you need another All-Star to win. That's plain and simple. I've never in my years of studying the NBA, watching the NBA,
or being a fan of it,
right?
Of course.
Never in my years of doing that have I ever seen an NBA team win or be Never in my years of being an NBA fan have I seen an NBA team be successful without 2 or more All-Stars.
Now, when it comes to LeBron, one thing this proves that he needs another All-Star to win. Like, not several. He needs like 3. Like, no, not 3. Just maybe 1, maybe 2 to win. Because besides that 1 year where he averaged like 30 in the playoffs, like, he's had Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love. Well, besides 2014-15, Kyrie and K Love were injured.
Yeah.
And basically, now if he,
but you can forget in the 2014-15 year, it was Steph
they
Clay and Draymond.
Yeah, when
you need at least
Golden State had Steph Clay and Draymond, I feel like the Cavs should have won the finals that year, in my opinion, because Kyrie and Kevin Love were injured in the finals and they lost in 6.
Okay, so we got to wrap this up. But,
now I know this is not on my list, but I want to add one thing. Where do you think Giannis is on top 10 players this year? Dylan?
Top
He's back.
10. Oh, all right. Bring him in. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Uncle Jay again. I couldn't help but notice that you guys were talking about the Lakers. So, here's my solution for the Lakers.
Yep.
Dame Dollar. Dame Dollar. He needs to come to the Lakers, and then you'll have Dame, you'll have AD, and you'll have LeBron, and then we just need to bring a couple of wing players, get rid of KCP, send Andre Drummond back to Detroit, and we will be back in the championship next year. That's it, and that's all I got to say, and respond to that. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, basically, yeah, he kind of got a point. LeBron needs at least 3 All-Stars to win. Last year, in the bubble, that was kind of a fluke, but it kind of wasn't because the Heat were clearly bubble frauds. I don't know how they won a game in that finals, but yeah, basically LeBron needs another All-Star if he wants to win. With AD out, with AD being injury prone with his groin. And coming into next season, sure he's gonna have the whole off season to work on it, but AD they need like another All-Star point. They need an All-Star guard.
I agree. Now, say what Uncle Jay said. Say if Damian Lillard goes to the Lakers, that is an unbeatable trio if they're healthy. Now,
most definitely.
Now, what we have to take into consideration is the health of all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Now, LeBron missed 30 games last season. AD, I meant to say
missed a good
AD,
27.
Anthony Street Clothes Davis basically missed about like half the series. Now, when healthy, they're the best trio in the league. Set that straight.
Yeah, but going into next season, the biggest problem for LeBron is going to be his ankle because he said he's going to take a month to work on it and get ready to prepare for the Goon Squad.
You mean?
And yeah, basically LeBron's biggest problem going into next season is going to be his ankle. AD's biggest problem going into next season is going to be his groin. Because Anthony Street Clothes' next problem going into next season is going to be his groin. Damian Lillard is not really known for being injured, so Damian Lillard he's out the injury question. So Dame doesn't get injured.
So say if LeBron and AD were injured, Dame was the only one healthy. They would not make the playoffs if Dame was the only one healthy because that Lakers supporting cast.
If LeBron had the same season that he did this year, next year, they would make the playoffs, but they'll be in the play-in tournament again. They'll be like a 10th seed, baby.
Now, I know this is not on my topics list, but where do Giannis rank in the top 10 players so far in this season?
Definitely, I have to say top 5.
All right.
Definitely top 5.
Now I know, I think like a couple of weeks ago when we went to get coffee, tell me who you said was better than Giannis. I want to hear the blasphemy you said. Just tell me.
I'm talking about skill wise, not legacy wise.
I don't care about legacy wise. Tell me about skill wise.
Skill wise, okay. So Giannis, he's developed. We gotta do this like real quick, but Giannis has developed a jump shot this year for sure. But Giannis, all really Giannis is known for is driving to the paint and dunking. Literally, he averaged 26 just off that, and free throws. Sure, his free throw percentage has drastically improved over his career, and his jump shot has improved over his career, but I don't even remember half the players that I said that was better than him.
Just tell me. Just name one.
I don't remember.
No, you don't have to remember. Just name one.
I don't remember. I don't know. KD. KD's better than Giannis.
Okay, yeah, that's.
I don't know. I don't
Give me
remember all the
another
players
one.
that I
Give me
named.
another
Another player in the small forward position. At Michael Porter's age, I have to say Michael Porter's better than Giannis.
Oh no!
No.
You hear the
Listen, no, you're not even letting me finish. I'm saying Michael Porter's 23 right now. I'm saying if Giannis and Michael Porter were the same age, Michael Porter would be better. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, most definitely. But
that's what I'm saying.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying.
Shut it.
All right, so that wraps up episode 4 of All Eyes on the Ball with your host Dylan Cotton and Connor Cotton. And basically,
and Big Red.
Thank you for watching, and make sure to email Wjzz Cool TV official at gmail.com if you want to help us, if you want to sponsor us, or if you know anybody that wants to help advertise us, send this episode out to them. And basically, we'll be back here next Saturday at the same time. And as always, keep your stick on the ice.